Greetings, friends. Steven here, and welcome to Gamer Hall episode 22 now. Oh my god. This is my very own YouTube video game pickup series. Today's backdrop item is a t-shirt I recently got in the mail from... I don't remember what company it was. Today's shirt is a mashup design of course, Mr. Rossetti from Animal Crossing hanging out with two Diglets, or I suppose you could say they're a dog trio, except of course one Diglet has been replaced with Mr. Rossetti himself. Thought that was a pretty cool mashup idea. I don't know what's going on with these internet shirts these days. There's nothing but mashups and like Firefly and Doctor Who images. I'm getting sick of the Doctor Who and the Firefly images. It's like, Firefly is dead, guys. Just get over it and move on. You'll be a lot better off for it. So, oh my god, there's hope you got a drink, hope you're sitting, and hope you're comfy, because we got quite a few games to get through. In my last episode, I was just discussing how I didn't spend a whole lot of money at Fan Expo Vancouver. Well, you could call this the revenge of that money, because most of it did get spent on stuff. Now, I guess I will start off with a ridiculous amount of Famicom and Super Famicom games I just received in the mail. They all showed up at once. I live in an apartment. I have a very small mailbox here. And I come home from work on a Friday and I find like 5 packages all crushed into my little mailbox all at once. Nothing was damaged though, so let's start off with whatever I got here. First game up is actually something I was shooting a game start for. I don't know if shmups are really that interesting to watch people play. We'll see. I haven't put that online yet, obviously. But the first game is Hector 87. This is by Hudson Soft. Now, the 87 I'm guessing stands for 1987, because that's when the game was made. I've actually been buying a lot of these Famicom carts just because I like I like how they're multicolored, and they come in all sorts of shapes and colors, as we'll be seeing as I go through them. And for a game where you basically fly the Starship Enterprise Xevious style, I really just liked this box art. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All of these Famicom games are like $1 or $2. This maybe I spent $1 for, and then maybe $4 or $5 on shipping. So all of these will be pretty sweet deals. Trust me on that. Next one, Son by Capcom. That's your basic Journey to the West, Dragon Ball story sort of game. Tale of Son Goku, whatever form he is, and this is more of an arcade game as I recall. I haven't tried this one out yet. These are actually really hard to open, so I can't really clean them out very well. But this one I tried, I got it to work. And this one I haven't tried yet, but you know, all in due time. Next game up is whoa, look at this thing. Brought to us by, I believe, Banda, yeah. Banda. It is the Famicom Jump game. Look at this box art, look at all these characters. You got your Goku there, you got your Kinniku Man, whatever that guy's name is from the Muscle Toys. You got your Hokuto no Ken, you are already dead. You got your Aurelie. If you know Dr. Slump, yeah. I kind of wanted this mostly because she was on the cover. I love some Dr. Slump. And Boxer Guy, that might be Ippo. And many more. This is the 20th anniversary of Weekly Jump, which is of course a Japanese comic book. It's like a comic book collection, and it's just all these characters in one easy book to collect. Takes up a lot of space over time. And yeah, look at this cartridge, that's pretty cool compared to like this one. That's what I love about these Famicom carts. They always just come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and you just never know what the next one will look like. I haven't tried that one out yet, but I will in due time. Oh my god, so many games. I'm going a bit out of order. I never like to go in order of where I got them from, but these are all going to be under the eBay section. Next up, we have a couple Super Famicom games. We have Panic-In, and like Nakoyashi World or something like that. It's kind of like a Bomberman style game featuring assorted cute anime girls, including Sailor Moon there. Basically, you protect this little princess girl and use these other girls to defeat enemies and break blocks down to beat the stage. Kind of more for the collection than the game, but it's a cute game, cute music, and it's part of my collection now. It's in 1994 by Bandai. Neat. follow that one up with this weird game. I don't even remember what it's called. I'll probably just edit the title in. You'll probably see it right now. Yeah, that's it. And this is brought to us by Intech from 1995 and Mint Corporation. It's kind of like Bomberman except with cute anime ninja girls. I'm okay with that. Once again, in pretty good shape. Actually, these ones were cleaned out on the inside too. So this guy is a pretty good buyer. I'll definitely check his items for sale more often. Yeah, let me see here. I've just got a box of things here. Cool. Let's continue with the Famicom Parade. Next up. Oh, Dragon Quest. It's almost a guarantee. I just started up the Dragon Quest song. Dragon Quest 4. This I have already for the Nintendo DS. But I really like Dragon Quest 4, and this was super cheap. Like, I swear, I got some of these for like a penny, so that's pretty cool. Penny plus like $4 or $5 for shipping. But if you buy a bunch and then you combine the shipping, it's even less. Of course, this is Japanese RPG in Japanese, so I wouldn't recommend this unless you're just buying it for the collection of your own, because you might have a bit of a trouble getting through the game. Pretty cool box art once again. All of these Enix carts came in black, which is kind of boring, but you know, gets her done. This one had a little bit of damage. I get the feeling someone tried to open this and they clipped a bit of the plastic off, which is unfortunate. Bit of damage back here, but you know, whatever. Cheap games from eBay. What do you expect? Next up, Challenger. What is this guy saying? Garf? Garf! What kind of a sound effect is that? Weird. This is neat because I know Game Center CX, I'm pretty sure they played through this game once. So I might have to watch that episode again now that I have the game myself. And this is 1985 Hudson Soft and Momo game. Made in Japan, of course. Challenger. Garf. Well, this is a brown cart. Bit of whatever on the back there. So we got a brown cart, red cart, blue cart, black cart. Man, you just never know what you'll see next. And now we got an orange cart from Jalico with Formation Z or Formation Z, depending on what you prefer. Once again, I just like the box art. Kind of has like a Macross kind of vibe going here. From plane to mech, all action all the time. Formation Z by Jalico in a bright orange cart. This is one of the ones where it has a screenshot of the gameplay in the back, which is very cool. I haven't played most of these yet, but I think from what I remember the game, it was what I saw here on YouTube. It was kind of boring looking, but once again, I just like the cart design. I like how the Jalico guys put their name on the top there. Get some marker pen on the top. That's kind of lame. That might clean off though. Cool. Next up, more, so many more. Buggy Popper by Deco. This I have a bootleg for, actually. Look at that. This is the bootleg, which surprisingly has a name etched in there. Well, this one doesn't. I don't know, does Namco even make this game? I guess not. Of course, this is the legit one. It's bright green, bootleg cart in black. Here's a pro tip for you guys. You can tell if it's a bootleg because there's usually on the back somewhere there's going to be some where it's just Chinese and no Japanese characters. Like here you can see you got your kanji and your katakana and your hiragana and all that. So it's a mix that could pass off as being legit. But then over here you got just straight up Chinese, and that's where I start to get suspicious. So if you want your own Buggy Popper, go for the green, not the black. Oh, next up, another Dragon Ball game by Bandai. Dragon Ball. Yeah, it's got a subtitle to it. I think this is the same as that Dragon Spirit game, or Dragon Power rather, that came out on domestic Nintendo. It's not a very good game, but you know, once again, it's cute. I just like the cartridge. I like how there's a sticker on the top of this one, and on the back. Bandai 1985, made in Japan. Dragon Ball. You know what, you love it. Some kid etched his name kanji style on the front here, which that won't come out, unfortunately. Oh well. Once again, Only paid probably less than $1 for that one. So, next up, another Bandai game, this time in bright red. There he is again, the muscle characters. I think that's Kinnikuman, Man, right? Pretty cool. Once again, Bandai, 1985. Sticker on the top again. Man, I love this. I don't know. I would love to see a new cartridge-based system come out, and then every different company would have their own shape and size of cartridge like this again. This is so cool. I don't know if the game is any good. It's probably the same game as the Muscle game that they released domestically, but I can tell you the domestic cart didn't look this cool. Follow that one up with the IRAM game Zippy Race. What's very cool about these IRAM carts is there's a little LED light here. Whenever the game is on, that light shines up, and yeah, I just think that's a neat idea. This is IF-01. What does that mean? Maybe this is the first IRAM game. Once again, featuring some kid's name in Japanese. I tried to remove this. It's still visible. You know, whatever. Once again, super cheap games. Zipper Race. And on the back here, it's got that screenshot and sort of Japanese there. I love the screenshot. That's always very cool. So yeah, I definitely am a fan of the IRAM carts for their LED light that lights up when the cart is being played on your Famicom. And I like this cart too, bright red. Oh, just put those on the back there. And I got one more Famicom cart. It is something like Princess Salad in the Tomato Kingdom. That's good fun. Video games, right? Gotta love video games. Once again, Hudson Soft, this time 1988. Look at this lime green. That's wild. This is actually one of my favorite carts just because it's the very unique color. And this funny picture. I'm just going to zoom in here. Oh. Yep, that is tiny Princess Tomato cleavage. Nice. Well done, Japan. Well done. Alright. Oh, actually I got one more Super Famicom game. Now this one I'm going to segregate from the rest for one very bizarre reason. It is Capcom's Mickey's Magical Adventure 2, The Great Circus Mystery. Super Famicom game by Capcom. Definitely a great game. Easy to play for people who don't know Japanese, so I would recommend this one. But for some reason, this specific cart that I'm holding and touching right now has this weird film over it. It's like maybe it was really filthy when the guy got it and then he cleaned it up with some sort of product, but the whole thing just, ugh, I don't know. I'll have to try a few things to see if I can remove whatever that film is. I'm not saying it's dirty, it has no smell or anything, it's just weird. I don't know what's up with that one. And I'm going to follow that up with the first of my domestic games now, Looney Tunes by Sunsoft. This I got for like $5. Came with a case. Tried a little bit in the store. It was the side-scrolling game. I think I was Daffy at the time. I was throwing out frisbee for a weapon. I was like, yeah, cool. I'll give that a shot. Neat. Alright, so our next item, got from the same place, we're all dealing with local goods now. Showed you the Looney Tunes game, and next I got this Pokemon Pokedex book, just because I have started up a new game in Soul Silver. I'm surprised at all the Gen 1 Pokemon I've been finding. I'm finding a lot more of the original crew than I've been finding the second generation games. Pokemon, which is weird because this is the second Pokemon game. So, whatever, it's a good book. I got this one for like $5 as well. I guess most people are used to just going on Cerebi.net or whatever and finding all the information, but, you know, if I can get a book like this for cheap, as I did, I'll certainly do so, because it's just a lot easier to have the book, you know what I mean? The only complaint I have about this book is that it's in the back here where it tells you about the specific stuff, so like what attack does what. It does not have the ability list at all. Every Pokemon nowadays has, let me just see if I can find a good example here. This'll do. See the green here, it says abilities, what does that say? Synchronize or Trance. Like every Pokemon you catch will have an ability, one of these two, like for this Curlia. And it's great to know what does what. And this book doesn't tell you what ability does what. So that's a thumbs down. It tells you everything else, of course, but I would have liked to have known what the abilities are for any Pokemon that has more than one. Oh well, whatever. $5, right? Pretty good deal. Oh, alright. And these are all from, what was it, New Age Thrift, these two. And I also got from them a couple instruction booklets, just because they had them there for cheap. And I was like, yeah, sure. We got the Narc for a Nintendo instruction booklet in full color by Acclaim. Got your ad for the Total Recall game on the back. And I also got Spy vs. Spy book. Now, this game was supposed to be the last Famicom cart, because I bought a bunch of these as a bundle, and Spy vs. Spy was supposed to be among these, but it wasn't. So that's kind of weird. Maybe the guy sent it separately or whatever. I sent him a message. Hopefully I'll be seeing this pretty soon. Maybe it'll be in the next Gamer Haul. We'll see. One thing I liked about the cart for this is that it was like this dark blue, and what I want to do is get a cart of each color, basically, just because it's cool. It makes me happy. So hopefully my dark blue Spy vs. Spy cart is on the way. All right, guys, I'm sorry, but we're not even close to being done yet. So I hope you like pickup videos, because this is a big one. Next up, just the other day, I was at my local eBay Games and I picked up a couple DS games for cheap. Scourge Hive for a whole $176. Yes, please. I've got this one for the, I think, Game Boy Advance, but I didn't have the actual DS version. So, got it now. It's complete. Got your box, your instructions. Game, of course. Pretty cool game. It's like an overhead Metroid kind of game. Cool. Definitely worth $2, that's for sure. And the other game I got was Jagged Alliance. This was for $46. This is based on a classic PC game. Once again, overhead camera. This is a pretty badass game. I'm definitely hoping to start this one up pretty soon, because I remember playing this back in the day. And yeah, $5. Sign me up, right? Got everything in there. Cool. Oh, let's see what we got next. Okay. So next up, I had 7 games. They're kind of crappy. The only good games in there I had doubles of, so I was just getting rid of them. And I traded 7 games for 1 game. Maybe not the best deal, but whatever. This is the game I got. Super Empire Strikes Back. Game they were asking $20 for, so basically just traded 7 games. They were okay, but not great, so I guess it was a fair trade. I just really didn't want to keep holding on to them. I didn't want to put up an online ad or anything for crappy games. And I have the first and third of these games, and I didn't have this one, so now I've got the complete trilogy of Super Nintendo Super Star Wars series by Lucas Arts and JVC. These are hard games. I hope you got your big boy pants on when you play these, because they will kick your ass. And this one, this specific cart was in really nice shape, so I traded away for it. This one is great because you do a Mode 7 Hoth battle, and I'm a big fan of that level in this game. Alright, now everything else I got from this other store. Big shout out to my good friend Andy at Cavity. That's where I got these from. And I will start off with... Speaking of trading up games, first item I got from this store was Earth Defense Force in the box. Box is a bit beat up. It's got some stickers, you know, typical damage and all that stuff. And it's got the instructions. That's also pretty rare. Looks like it was a video store copy. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. Once again, a game by Jalico. This is a horizontal shoot 'em up game. It's pretty good. And it's got that sweet ass "Now You're Playing with Power" superpower poster. Nice. And that stuff. This stuff. And of course the game and the white insert and all that. It's a pretty good deal for $15, I figured. Yeah, just put all that away. Whatever. do that later. Next up, it's a neat store. It's kind of got a bunch of like retro, old school stuff. And next up, I got these Dick Tracy cards for $1. Should I open it? Yeah, I'm gonna open it. Let's see what we got. There better be a Madonna picture in here. Get your Bug Bailey, your Warren Beatty behind closed doors. Get is that Macaulay Culkin? I don't know. Go suck an egg. His Faith Restored. Flat Tops Final Stand. That's kind of cool. A City Besieged. What am I seeing there? Is that a car blowing up? Weird. The Cop and the Kid. I love how noir this movie was, but yet it was in all these crazy old school like colors like that. His coat color there. You don't see that color too much in clothes anymore. Shoulders. And all the gangsters are all like horribly mutilated in some weird way. Lips manless. Well, there you go. And the back. I miss old school cards. Kind of a shitty pack I got there, but whatever. Cost $1. That was fun. I had fun. Did you have fun? Cool. Next up, same store. Got Genesis Crackdown Complete in Box. It's really funny because at Home Tech they have the Japanese Crackdown for the Mega Drive playing on one of their Retcon, whatever those things are called. Retcon 4 or 5 or 3. I think it's up to 3 now. The 5 is coming out by Hyperkin. He's got the 3 there, and he's got Crackdown playing in the store currently. And I was able to find the domestic release, which will play on proper Genesis. This is a cool game. Should note the Crackdown is 2 words, so it's not the Crackdown games that run like the Xbox or Xbox 360. Ironically, this actually has a Home Tech sticker in it. Yeah, it's got everything in there, complete in box, very cool. Ugh. Next up, just for fun, Gremlins 2, the novel. Here they grow again. Great movie, love it. Found the book, bought it for a couple bucks. Next up, another book. This time it's the Ultimate Unauthorized Nintendo Game Boy Strategies book by Corey Sandler and Tom Badgett, featuring this cool cat doing a surfboard thing. And this is just for fun, really. It's got occasional pictures in there, but otherwise, you know, it's just a fun collectible thing. Blah 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 blah. Wait a minute, going back. Did I just see? Nice. It's got the handheld things in it too. That's very cool. Put this over here. And we're almost done. Next up, this is pretty cool actually. For $10 I got by Gakken, Towering Rescue, an LCD card game. Look at this. This is awesome. Look, it's all shiny. It's pretty much mint. I don't know when this came out. I couldn't see any kind of a date on it, but like, do they even make these things anymore? So this might be vintage for all I know. If it is, that's probably a pretty good deal at $10, even if it isn't like an official Nintendo Game & Watch. Still very cool collectible. Look at that. Awesome. It's cold too. It's cold metal. That's how I like it. Got your instructions. Got a little kickstand on the back so you can play it up right if you wanted to. Yeah, very cool. Also featuring other games such as Trojan Horse, of course, our Towering Rescue here, and fishing. Yeah. Neat. This is one of the favorite things I got from this store. And next up, we have another complete in box game. It is Rygar by Tecmo for $10. Pretty good deal. I don't know why, but every time I see Rygar being sold locally, it's always really expensive, like $15-20 for just the game. So this was a pretty good deal. let's take a look in here. It's got the styrofoam insert down there. Got instructions, but it's missing the cover. That's quite alright. Got your game in pretty darn good shape. Very cool, very cool. Oh, and 2 items left. We've got more cards. This time they're loose. Got a bunch of Godzilla cards. It says it's from 1995. Says it's rare. Ooh, I like rare. And there's a sticker in there. So let's take a look. Opening the Godzilla. Alright. Well, we've gone over 20 minutes now, so thanks for sticking with me for this one. Baby Godzilla. Got Destroya. That's a shiny card. Cool. Yeah. Some form of Mecha Godzilla, I guess. Oh, Moguera. Of course, you got Godzilla Jr. rather. Look at his horns. Little baby horns. He's like a teen Godzilla or something. We got Destroya again in a different form this time. I miss Godzilla. I haven't seen one of these proper kaiju monster movies in forever. We got Mothra in moth form. Blech. Got Godzilla's fighting Mecha King Gojira. Arguably my favorite of the Godzilla monsters. Excuse me. Cool. Got Godzilla. Looking pretty intense there. Got Space Godzilla. Aren't they all from space? I don't know. I think Godzilla born from Earth's radiation or something. And you got Garuda versus Fire Rodan. Cool. And you got Godzilla versus Rodan. That looks like a more traditional battle there. And you get your Godzilla, all fiery again. And a sticker. Godzilla throwing up. Ugh. Spitting too much fire, I guess. No, it's water. Oh, alright, well thanks for sticking with me through what is a surprisingly long episode of Gamer Hall. Final episode opening up, or final item I'm opening up now is Ghostbusters. A storybook by Anne Digby, based on the smash hit film. Have you noticed how Winston is rarely in the cover art for these things? I know he wasn't a legit Ghostbuster, but I mean, he worked the job. He was just like an extra guy. I guess it's because he wasn't a scientist or a doctor like these guys. Whatever. So, let's take a quick look in here. Ghostbusters. More Ghostbusters. Of course, I'm realizing now how close my camera is to the demo couch here. Look at this guy over here. So yeah, these are fun collectibles. I don't know if they still make these books anymore, but these were pretty popular back in the 80s. Yeah, cool. Alright, and that about does it for my latest haul. Look at this mess. I'm just going to bring the camera out a bit here. Yikes. Alright, well I think this video's gone on long enough, so thanks again for watching. Oh, I'm exhausted. Alright, thanks dudes for watching. I'll see you soon.